I need to tell you about something that honestly makes me feel sick, like physically nauseated. I've been in rooms with women friends, acquaintances, women I barely know, and overheard the advice they give each other when they're planning a divorce. And the strategies they share, the manipulation tactics they coach each other on, the coordinated attacks they plan, it's so calculated, so cold, so deliberately designed to destroy men who genuinely thought their marriage was just ending badly that I want to throw up every time I hear it. And I can't keep this to myself anymore because you need to know what you're up against. Whether you're married right now, already divorced, or smart enough to have avoided marriage entirely, this affects you. So if you're married, you need to watch this to understand what might be happening behind your back right now. And if you're divorced, this will explain why it felt so coordinated and vicious. Plus, if you chose not to marry, this will validate that you made the smartest decision of your life. In this video, I'm going to reveal the exact playbook women share with each other during divorce. The things they say when you're not in the room, the strategies their friends coach them to execute. And I'm warning you, this is going to make you angry. And if you're new here or have been around but never joined the community, click the subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell. It's always fun here in the community, and you'll learn a lot. So let's start with the first thing her friends tell her, usually before you even know she's thinking about divorce. Don't tell him anything. Prepare first. This is the opening move in the playbook, and it's brutal in its simplicity. While you're going to work every day thinking everything's fine, maybe a little rocky, but nothing terminal, she's quietly moving money. And not just moving it, she's copying every financial document, taking screenshots of bank accounts, meeting with divorce lawyers during her lunch breaks, building her entire case while acting completely normal at home. And her friends reinforce this constantly because they know surprise is her biggest weapon. Don't tip him off. Get everything lined up first. You need the advantage of surprise. So she smiles at you over dinner while plotting your financial destruction with her lawyer that same afternoon. Now, when she finally drops the bomb that she wants a divorce, you're blindsided, completely unprepared. And meanwhile, she's got lawyers retained, money hidden, and a strategy mapped out. You thought you were partners ending something together. She treated it like a military operation where you were the enemy. But that's just the preparation phase. Here's where it gets even worse. The second piece of advice that gets shared religiously among women is this: make sure everyone thinks you're the victim. And this doesn't start when the divorce begins. No, this starts months before the divorce conversation even happens. She starts telling her story to friends, family, coworkers, anyone who will listen. How hard things have been, how much she's tried, how difficult you've become. And she's controlling the narrative before you even know there's a story being told. Plus, her friends coach her on this explicitly because they know public opinion matters. Start documenting everything now. Post sad things on social media. Make sure people see you struggling. When the divorce happens, everyone needs to already believe he's the problem. So she's Instagram storying her journey while you're completely oblivious. And by the time you're actually getting divorced, the court of public opinion already decided you're the bad guy. Your own family members are calling, asking what you did to her, because she spent 6 months building the case that you're the villain in her story, and you didn't even know the book was being written. Now, if you think that's manipulative, wait until you hear the third strategy. Get him out of the house. Her friends will coach her to pick fights over nothing, Create situations where you want to leave just to get some peace. Make the house so uncomfortable that you'd rather stay with a friend or get your own place temporarily just to breathe. Because once you're out, you lose leverage and they know it. Possession matters in divorce court, and if she's in the house with the kids and you're somewhere else, guess who looks like the stable parent? Guess who the judge thinks should keep the family home? Plus, the moment you leave, her friends are literally high-fiving her. Good. Now he'll have a harder time coming back. It's calculated, every single bit of it. She didn't snap one day. She executed a plan her friends gave her. And speaking of the kids, here's the fourth tactic that makes my stomach turn. Take the kids' side in everything. Make yourself the fun parent, the understanding one, the one who doesn't discipline or say no, and let him be the bad guy who enforces rules and bedtimes and homework. Because the kids will naturally gravitate toward the parent who lets them do whatever they want, and her friends know this psychology inside and out. So when custody battles start, guess who the kids want to live with? Not the parent who made them be responsible, the one who was their friend, while systematically poisoning them against their father. And her friends frame this as protecting the kids, but it's parental alienation, disguised as being the good parent. Plus, it works devastatingly well because judges listen to what kids want. But wait, it gets more expensive. Here's the fifth piece of advice that costs men tens of thousands of dollars. Never accept the first settlement offer. He'll offer something reasonable, hoping to end this quickly and civilly, because most men just want it over. And her friends tell her to reject it immediately. He's lowballing you. Make him sweat. Drag this out until he's desperate to be done, then take everything. And they're right about one thing. Most men want the divorce over quickly. So the longer it drags, the more desperate he gets. And the more desperate he gets, the more he'll give up just to end the nightmare. So she rejects every reasonable offer, demands more, drags it through months of mediation and court dates. And eventually, he's so exhausted and broke from legal fees that he'll sign anything to make it stop. That's not her being difficult. That's her following a script her friends gave her. Now, here's where the documentation strategy comes in, and it's vicious. Get everything in writing. Stop talking to him in person. Stop phone calls. Everything through text or email, and why? Because her friends want her to have documentation of everything. But more importantly, they want her to bait him into angry responses. Text him something you know will make him mad. Screenshot his angry replies. Use them in court to show he's unstable. So she sends inflammatory texts specifically designed to provoke a reaction, then uses his reaction as evidence that he's volatile and dangerous. It's entrapment disguised as communication, and judges fall for it constantly. Plus, once she has these texts, her friends coach her on the next move. Express concern about his mental health. And this one's particularly insidious because she doesn't have to prove you're unstable. She just has to suggest it to the right people. I'm worried about him. His behavior has been concerning. I'm not sure he's in a good place mentally. And once that seed is planted with lawyers, mediators, judges, it's nearly impossible to disprove. Because how do you prove you're mentally stable when someone's already suggested you're not? Her friends coach this language explicitly, and they're strategic about it. Don't accuse. Just express concern. They can't prove you wrong, and it makes them question him. So now you're defending yourself against accusations that were never technically made. And here's the final piece of the playbook that ties it all together. Hire the most aggressive lawyer you can find. Doesn't matter if it's overkill for a simple divorce. The point is intimidation. And her friends will fund this mindset completely. Force him to spend more on legal defense just to match your firepower. Make every single step of the process painful and expensive. Because scorched earth works when most men don't have the money or energy to fight indefinitely. Plus, her friends will reinforce this constantly. Don't feel bad about the legal bills. Make him pay. He deserves it for everything he's put you through. Even when he hasn't actually done anything except exist in a marriage that stopped working. Now here's what makes all of this so disturbing. While you were trying to be fair, trying to be reasonable, trying to end things civilly like adults, she was executing a battle plan her friends handed her step by step. You thought you were ending a marriage. She was fighting a war with a playbook and coaching staff. And this isn't every woman, I'm not saying that, but it's common enough that most divorced men recognize every single tactic I just described because they lived through it. They watched their ex-wife do exactly these things while wondering why someone they once loved was treating them like an enemy combatant. So here's what I am sharing this with you. Whether you're married, divorced, or single, you need to prioritize being your best version, mentally and physically. You need to focus on peace and fulfillment in whatever years you have left, because if you're whole and strong in yourself, if you're living with purpose and enjoying your life, none of this drama can destroy you. And I share strategies for exactly that in our weekly newsletter. How to build mental strength, how to maintain physical vitality, how to create a life so fulfilling that other people's chaos can't touch you. The raw, unfiltered truth about living your remaining years free of drama and full of purpose. No relationship advice, no divorce tactics. Just pure focus on being the best version of yourself regardless of what anyone else is doing. It's free, and the link to join is in the description area and pinned in the comment section. Look, if you're divorced and this explained everything you went through, you're not crazy. It really was coordinated, and if you're married and your gut is telling you something's off, trust it. Plus, if you never got married, you dodged a weapon designed specifically to destroy you financially and emotionally. The man who knows the playbook can defend against it or avoid it entirely. The man who thinks everyone plays fair gets demolished. That's not theory, that's reality. And if you love this video, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss these conversations every week. And tell me in the comments, did you experience these tactics during your divorce? Which one hurt the most? Are you still dealing with the aftermath? I'm Avery Scott, and I'll see you on the next one.